Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This time I'm sitting in F4. It should be the D variant, the one which doesn't have the onboard gun. So it's not armed with gun. I think that the later variant, the E, was already equipped with the gun again. So just these early variants of the F4 were without the internal guns. That's because of the doctrine of the US Air Force. They thought that for the future wars there will be no necessity for a gun, that all the fights will be fought with missiles. Therefore, they didn't equip these F4 Phantoms with the guns. But the situation in the Vietnam War showed that even the gun is handy, and it's like very necessary in certain situations. You can see how the F4 model does look like in this game. It's not very detailed, although it provides a couple of details. I like the South Korean camo, for example. You can see I'm very heavy. I'm carrying like 666, so 18 Mark 82s on the 3 pylons, and 6 Rakais on the, let's say, the inter or the inside hard points of my wings, together with 3. Is it 3? There is a EZM. Okay, so 3 Sparrow missiles, so Fox 1 missiles. It's not the modernized version, it should be the normal, like AIM-7, like the standard version. So you can see this aircraft is very, very heavy. I will be very interested how this aircraft will perform in the air. Usually it's quite hard for them to climb more than, let's say, 15,000 feet when you are in such heavyweight configuration. I'm trying to... okay, now it's working. So let's go for the takeoff. I should be carrying, okay, 12,400 pounds of fuel, so quite high amount of fuel, but I think that this fuel consumption of the Phantom will be also very, very huge. It's like quite huge and smoky engines. So we'll see how the consumption will be once I'm airborne on 100% thrust without the afterburner. So, but I would expect some very limited range in this aircraft. Luckily, I don't have to fly too far in this mission. Otherwise, I will definitely take some fuel tanks.
Hammer 1-1. Request clearance for departure.
Hammer 1-1, right? Okay. It's the call sign.
Position and hold, runway 32.
Hammer 1-1, position and hold, runway 32. It's quite dark already. I hope I will have good visual conditions for positive ID of my ground targets. Okay, Hammer 1-1, ready for takeoff.
Hammer 1-1, Daegu Tower, you are clear for takeoff, runway 32. Depart heading 325.
Hammer 1-1, copy.
Hammer 1-2,
Cleared for
Tower,
takeoff. Depart heading 325.
Hammer 1-2, Daegu Tower.
Okay, going for full afterburner for the takeoff. I just need to make sure that the runway is long enough for me. Although the speed goes up quite good. Still okay. Okay, let's pull up. Oh, I slightly scratched the tail.
Altitude.
Maybe not the tail, but there should be the arresting hook below my belly. So maybe that's the case. Oh, what happened?
Hammer 1-1, Daegu departure, resume on navigation.
Okay, let's retract the
Hammer
flaps.
1-2, Kegu departure. Resume on navigation.
You need to do it manually. It's not automatic like in F-16, so you are working with flaps in this game, in this aircraft. So Control F11 retracts, Control F12 extends the flaps. Okay, the speed is slightly lower than I would expect, but let's see how it will be. I retracted this flaps. Okay, fuel amount 11,500. Fuel consumption 14,000, so I won't be able to fly like this more than, let's say, 50 minutes in an ideal condition. So let's set up the bingo for, let's say, slightly higher number, just to be sure that I will be trying to get back as fast as possible. I will see when this, I set up it for 4,500. So let's see when this warning will appear, which time of my flight or how far will I be from the base. Okay, let's turn on the EZM, master arm, program 4 as well, and lights off. Okay.
Laser 2-1, engaging MiG-21, bearing 320, 140 miles, 1,000.
Interesting that I had like 0 medium range missiles, and when I press the air-to-air button once again, it switched to 3 medium range missiles. So now I can see these 3. Oh, it's AIM-7M, so it's the modernized version. So that's at least that's the that's the positive thing. Okay, so that's the air-to-air weaponry. Now let's switch to the air-to-ground. I'll be dropping all the bombs in the CCIP mode, or the constantly computed impact point, where I will see the exact point where the bomb will impact the ground when released. Let's set up spacing to 0 as well, although I'll be dropping the bombs as singles, not in higher number. Release pulse is also set to 1 bomb only, but I'm going to rather set up the spacing all the time for 0. If not necessary to set up different number, I'm going with 0 all the time. Maybe that will help me to be more accurate, but these iron bombs, I don't expect any high accuracy. That's why I'm carrying these 6 Rakais or Mark 20s, just to be able to use some cluster bombing of the armored column. By the way, the target is from the previous video at the end, so it's the armored column. There should be a mix of tanks, some mechanized vehicles, some BMPs, some trucks. There should be also some air defenses, so I have to be really careful. I expect some SA-7, but I'm not sure whether there will be even something more advanced, so I have to be really careful. You can see I'm flying in 6,000 feet, almost 300 knots, so not very high, not very fast. I'm feeling like a school bus rather than a fighter. I don't want to use the afterburner yet. I don't need it for this cruising, but maybe during the attack I will need to help this monster a little bit. The fuel consumption is going lower and lower slightly while I'm still climbing, so that's great. I'd like to cruise at 10,000 feet, so hopefully I'll be able to reach this altitude. I'm not going to try to fly any higher. I think 10,000 is quite enough for such payload. The higher I will be, the more angle of attack I will have, and I will be basically almost static target, like without any airspeed whatsoever. And I don't want to fly at such a high AOA, not necessary. I love how the F4 looks like. It's very beautiful aircraft. It's so ugly that it's even beautiful. So that's my opinion about the F4. You can see the smoke coming out of the engine, so it's very smoky aircraft. Also in the real life, you can see this typical smoke trail behind the Phantoms when you see some, or when you watch some YouTube videos about it, or if you have a chance to see it on some air show, for example. It's always very, very smoky engines, like the MiG-29, for example. Let's check the air situation.
Hammer 1-1, picture. Hammer 1-1, Sentry 1, picture clear.
I'm carrying 3 Sparrow missiles, but I don't expect to be able to shoot down anything.
Bullseye 3.
Basically, the targets are in the 20,000 feet of the altitude and more, so I won't be basically able to effectively attack them. Maybe after this mission, when I release all the bombs, when I will get lighter, I might be able to fly higher than and still with a certain amount of the fuel, I might be able to patrol around the target and wait for some enemies to enter the South Korean airspace. But I don't think that after the attack I will be good enough with the fuel for that. So this will be basically just a flight there, drop some bombs and fly back. Okay, flaps are set to 0, reach at flaps also 0. It should be automatic, right? Or no? It's always 0. Okay, I'm flying over 300 knots already in such thinner air. That's good to see that. So my indicated airspeed is slightly higher, but the overall distance to the steer point, to the target, which is steer point 4, is 110 miles. I'll be there in 19 minutes. So 19 minutes there, probably 15 minutes back, or maybe 14 minutes back without some bombs at higher altitude. And you can see my current fuel is 10,000. My fuel consumption is 11,000, almost 12,000. So this is very neck and neck balance between the fuel amount and the fuel consumption for this flight. I think I will be very low on fuel when returning home, so maybe I won't be able to reach my home plate, and I'll be going for the alternate airfield, which is visible on the HSD. Here, this circle is the alternate airfield for my flight, and it should be, I can't see it yet, according to waypoints, it's the waypoint 7. Alternate is always at the end, without any timings, without any heading, distance, just the land information that number 6 is my regular airfield, number 7 is the alternate airfield. Or maybe I will use this Hongsong, Hongwong, or maybe Hongju or Yechong air bases. My airbase will be too far for me. Okay, I'm in 9,000 feet, so it's almost cool. Let's use the time compression, otherwise this video will be very, very long.
315, 100 miles. Sentry 4, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye 355, 60 miles.
You can see that the
Sentry 4,
9,000
be
feet
advised,
is
enemy
the
aircraft launch activity detected.
almost the
Bullseye
top altitude
355,
where I can
60
get with
miles.
such payload.
Sentry 4, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye 305. Hammer 1, Sentry 1, be advised, hostiles bearing 080, 15 miles, 24,000.
Okay, that's the message for me. So there are some hostiles 15 miles away.
Hammer 1-1, request vector to threat. Hammer 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat, MiG-21s, free ship, bearing 080, 25 miles, 15,000.
Okay. 080, so they are somewhere on my 3 or 4 o'clock. Not gonna react to them. They are 25 miles away, so hopefully they won't be going for me. I'm trying to get as much speed as possible. I'm 46 miles away from the target. I'll be there in 7, almost 8 minutes. So still I have quite enough of the time. Fuel is 7,800. I'm almost at the half of the fuel. I was starting with 12,400. So you can see how quickly down it goes. Maybe I should switch from... Maybe I should bring one external fuel tank instead of these 6 bombs under the fuselage. It would basically allow me to be faster just because it has like less drag, and also we increase my range just because it's carrying some fuel. This will be really interesting. I'd like to climb a little bit more just to save some fuel. Okay. I think that's enough.
Sentry 4, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Sentry 1, Hammer 1-1, request vector to threat. Hammer 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat, MiG-21, two ship, bearing 015, 20 miles, 4,000.
015, 4,000. Might be this target here.
Hammer 1, Sentry 1, be advised. Sentry 1, Hammer 1-1, declare.
Gonna check it.
Hammer 1-1, Sentry 1,
Altitude, altitude.
is MiG-21.
Okay, that's the MiG-21. I'm having problems to keep that lock. You can see that the radar in the F-4 is not very powerful, and the MiG-21 is quite a small aircraft, so I'm having like problems to keep it locked or even lock it. Constantly losing the lock.
Hammer 1-2, request permission to engage.
Wait a moment, I'd like to attack these MiG-21s first. Okay, it looks like they are flying away. And they are faster than I am. Which is like obvious. It really surprised me if the fully loaded F-4 will be faster than the MiG-21. I can see a splash there. It looks like the leader just got hit and I'm locking the wingman. So perhaps also he would be hit very quickly. They are very, very low. I'm surprised how low they are. Okay, there is only one aircraft.
CNC 5.
Sentry 1, Hammer 1-1, request vector to threat. Hammer 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat, MiG-21, Singleton, bearing 060, 15 miles, 4,000.
And I've lost him.
Chalice 2, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity.
I was unable to keep it locked for 20 miles distance only. Or maybe he was shot down. Oh, he's again there, so he wasn't shot down. It's my radar, my F-4 radar.
Altitude. Altitude.
And again lost. You can see the beauty of the Falcon 4 Elite Force. You can fly any aircraft, and basically the flight model, like the avionics, the radar power, I don't know what else, is perfectly simulated here. So just the cockpit visuals are from the F-16, but all the other things are from the Phantom, basically. Okay, I can see him. Gonna return to my steer point 4 to waste any more fuel here.
Sentry 1, Hammer 1-1. Request vector to threat. Hammer 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat, MiG-19, bearing 290, 40 miles, 18,000.
Okay, MiG-19 are here as well. Still 40 miles, but probably they will be here. Couple of minutes. They shouldn't be a threat for me. They are not carrying any missiles, probably. Maybe just some early Fox 2 missiles.
Sentry 4, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye 275, 160 miles.
Okay, I'm going to focus on the ground target now.
Fox 2.
Someone's shooting sidewinders already.
Fox 2. Fox 2. Sentry 1, Hammer 1-1. Request vector to threat. Hammer 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat, MiG-19, spore ship, bearing 280, 25 miles, 14,000. Fox 2. Fox 2. Fox 2. Sentry 1, Hammer 1-1. Declare. Hammer 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Okay,
Sentry 1,
last check
1-1.
of the air
Request
situation.
Hammer 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat, MiG-19, two-ship, bearing 280, 20 miles, 9,000.
280, 20 miles, 9,000. It's my direction, and I can't see them.
CBU's dropped. CBU's dropped. Fox 2. CBU's away.
How did I cannot see them?
Weapons free. 2, Wilco.
Ah, now I can see them. It's 11, 10,000.
Sentry 1, Hammer 1-1.
Must be something
Declare.
else.
Hammer 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Okay, it's the friendly
Challenge
contact.
2, be advised, enemy aircraft. Sentry 1, Hammer 1-1. Declare. Hammer 1-1, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
So many
Sentry
friendlies,
1,
and
Hammer 1-1. Request vector to threat. Hammer 1, Sentry 1, nearest threat, MiG-19, spore ship, bearing 240, 25 miles, 10,000.
okay, gonna ignore them.
Sentry 4, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye 310.
Oh, there is the
120
column.
miles.
I can see it perfectly. Let's align with it. So,
1-2, Sam launch, west. Rock eyes. Rock eyes. Rock eyes. Rock eyes. Rock eyes. Rock eyes.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
okay. Going for Mark 82s.
Chalice 2, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye 310, 140 miles. Bombs away. Bombs away. Bombs away. Bombs away.
I hope I was able to hit at least something. Okay, I can see them.
Bombs away.
Okay, maybe I should switch the angle of attack for this column.
Bombs away.
Okay, now I became lighter. The F4 is slightly more.
Sat flare low.
Oh my god. I need to destroy that SAM system definitely. And I'm on 4,500 already.
Warning, warning. Warning, warning. Warning, warning. Warning, warning.
Hammer 1-2. SAM launch. Southeast.
Ouch,
Warning,
I was hit.
warning. Caution, caution.
And the engine is out.
Caution.
Okay, I'm a glider.
Bombs away.
And now also the hydraulics is off.
Bombs away.
Warning, warning. Warning, warning. Warning, warning. Warning, warning. Warning, warning. Sat flare out. Warning, warning. Warning, warning. Warning, warning.
Okay,
Warning.
that's the end. That's the end of my activity. I was very, very slow. That was my mistake. Okay, let's end up this mission. I prefer the E variant. Six ground kills only. Let's see. Okay, I was able to hit BMP and the M1975. It's probably a truck or a gun. Artillery, I don't know. So 2 bombs hit out of 4. And what about the... Okay, just some trucks. Not very good result. But I was more accurate than the
Chalice 2,
wingman.
be advised, enemy air target neutralized.
Oh, it says like no point to fly like this, basically.
Mudhand 2-3, attacking ground target. Bullseye 285, 30 miles.
Couple of targets destroyed, but okay, this is just some trucks here, and this M19, some kind of self-propelled gun. Looks like so. and there is 1975 and 1974. Okay.
30 miles.
I don't know who was shooting at me. It was probably the command BMP, which might be armed with some anti-aircraft missiles. Probably this APC or command vehicle. A lot of other targets here in this area. Okay, some tanks. Okay, I'm going to fly there once again. This time with F-16. And I'd like to take some GBU with me. Let's attack these tanks here, this tank battalion. Still intact, there are some Shilkas. Let's attack it.
Hammer 1, Sentry 1, be advised, threat aircraft, bullseye 275, 35 miles, 15,000.
Okay, I'll be flying this in my next video. Sure. On. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's save it here, and I'll be flying this in my next video. I like the F-4, don't take me wrong, it's a good aircraft, but maybe the E variant, which is able to carry the Mavericks, is much better for me. I would be using them rather than these bombs and Rakais and so on. So guys, that's it from my side. Maybe I'm going to jump. Wait a moment. Should I jump into this aircraft and finish my job here? Okay, it's already cancelled probably. Damage, very high value. Looks like he's returning home already. So guys, thank you for watching. As always, have fun, take care, and bye.